Let's now cross over for an engagement by the IGP with the Electoral Commission, the NPP Election Committee, and representatives of flag bearer aspirants ahead of the November 4 conference.
Again, also my colleagues from the NPP fraternity, and knowing that Sunday is Saturday, I think Sunday is our day, we want to wish all of you well as we prepare towards the Ghana Journalists Association's awards period. So we all will be there, we are with you in spirit, and we'll keep praying for you to have a successful event. Today, we are here to take another step to deepen our democratic practices. This time around, in connection with the internal elections of the new Patriotic Party. We've worked with the party for nearly 2 years now in its quest to position its leaders from all the levels, constituency, regional, national, and now in the domain of working towards electing a presidential candidate. The first leg will work together, and in August we were able to have a successful first leg of that exercise. And we have November 4th ahead of us for the final leg of that exercise. And we look forward also to early next year to work with you as you work towards selecting your parliamentary candidate. We've done the same for the other major political party, the NDC, and it has been successful all at this level. And we want to use this opportunity to thank all the political parties, and today the NPP in particular, for cooperation extended to us, for us to create a platform in an engaged fashion to work together to deepen our democracy. That is all what we require for Ghana to continue to be a beacon of hope in a sub-region and in the African continent and beyond, and for people to continue also to learn from us as we continue to make this country great and strong. Having said that, we want to assure you that on the 4th, we are going to give you an overdose of security, and it will be excellent. It will be awesome. All what we require from you is to support us, for each and every one of us to play his or its role. And then with that, we'll be able to ensure that the police will do their work, the EC will do their work, and all the people who will be voting across the country will also come out freely, willingly to vote. And all the agents will also do what they're supposed to do for all of us to finish that process and for all of us to be winners at the level of the party, at the level of the country, and also at the level of the continent. It is on this note that we want to, on behalf of my colleagues, to once again welcome you and for us to have this fruitful discussion. And thereafter, we'll take it forward. And we know it will be successful. So let's work together towards that. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much, IG. It's now the turn of the Deputy Chairman in charge of operations at the Electoral Commission, Mr. Samuel Tete, to give us his remarks.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And may I also, on behalf of the Chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Mrs. Jean Mesa, and my colleague, Deputy Chairman in charge of Corporate Services, Dr. Bosman, and the staff with me, bring you warm greetings from the Commission. We know that this is an important election for not only the NPP, but also with the EC and the nation as a whole. The conduct of the election solely rests with the Electoral Commission, and for that matter, there should be a series of engagements, which this meeting is one of it. We need to prepare adequately and then make sure that the election is successfully conducted. We have issues like recruitment of officials for the elections, issues like printing of ballots, issues relating to agents who will be represented at all the polling stations, and so many other issues. So far, the engagement with the security services as well as the elections committee of the NPP has actually gone on well, and we are looking forward to have the final selection of a presidential candidate on the 4th of November. We are almost close to the date, and the commission is not leaving any stone unturned. We are doing all what we could to make the election successful. We also plead with other stakeholders. We know how the police has actually been working. We know how the elections committee has also been working very hard. We plead with all stakeholders to join the commission to have a very successful elections come November 4th. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Samuel Tete. I now have the singular honor to invite the former Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, Professor Michael Quay, to give us some comments. Shall we please clap for Prof one more time? Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Madam. Our respected IGP, distinguished senior members of our police force, members of the EC, particularly Mr. Tete, and our well-known doctor, who is being the main man of the operational issues. I wish to introduce to you my team, a very, very strong team. We've been working morning, noon, and night. We have Mr. Abankwa Yeboah, Mr. William Yamwa, Madam Rita Sobaire, Lawyer Philip Nkrumah, Mr. Evans Nimakun, Fuya Chichiwa Miss. Absent are our Honorable Afinyo Makin, Professor Frolu, who are on some other engagements on this occasion. We have also members of our own party who are representatives of the various contestants in our election. That is Dr. Baumia, Mr. Ejipon, Dr. Akutu Free, and Mr. Anai Nimo. Present also at the moment is the General Secretary of our party, who has joined us for this meeting. And that tells all of us the importance we attach to the occasion ahead of us. We want to say without any equivocation that this process is going to belong to the EC and the police. It is an ordinary election, an election to elect a flag bearer for the NPP. And we intend that everything must go according to law. If we were capable of security, we would have provided it ourselves. So we know the appropriate authority is the Ghana Police. It is not just an internal event for which matter it is our own thing to do. In fact, even a family meeting, if you have it and you don't go according to law and you start fighting, very soon police will have to come. So nothing is beyond the parameters of the police when it borders upon the peace and security of our country. It is also a fact that the Electoral Commission has been set up as an independent institution whose job basically is to carry out elections in our country. So they must know all the dynamics of elections. For that matter, we are authorizing you as a party to take absolute control of all the processes that you regulate during a normal election in this republic. We have made a number of guidelines. It's a matter of common consent. In fact, we've worked out the dynamics in such a way that Dr. Bosman and co, they want to know that we also have our own IPAC, and we call it Intra-Party Advisory Committee. This time not inter-party, but intra-party. And we are working together. So there's nothing new to any of the gentlemen who are seated here now representing the relevant candidates in our election. We are saying this to assure you that the regulations which they have all signed to and which we are going to make available to the police, already available to the EC, is going to be the blueprint of the process. Anyone who disregards this on that day should be dealt with according to law. We want to establish that this country is a lawful nation. And for that matter in particular, the NPP is an advanced party. We claim to be the fathers and mothers of democracy in Ghana, and we will always continue to do so. Therefore, we must act in a manner that is in conformity with the relevant claims that we make. We therefore urge you to ensure that you do your work accordingly. There will be no no-go areas in this process. Ghana is one republic and it belongs to all of us. It is not even a federal country nor a confederation. Therefore, our IGP has jurisdiction over every single police in every corner. So does the Electoral Commission, so far as electoral matters are concerned. Our General Secretary is here to reinforce the fact that this is the approach of the party. And we want to lead the way so that in future, in political party elections, we will not have any mayhems and unnecessary troubles. So as we come to discuss the dynamics, our main point is that, ladies and gentlemen, police, EC, we urge you to do your work on that day. No minister, no official, no person whatsoever has any jurisdiction over you, nor myself, nor members of our commission. Anything that is illegal is illegal. You are in charge. And we will say this openly and publicly. And at the end of it, our party, the NPP, will be the winner, and Ghana will be the winner, and any foreigner who stands aside or apart will say, oh, these are civilized people. We thank you very much.
Speaker of Parliament, Aaron Michael Quay, who is also a member of the NPP Vetting Committee, pledging to ensure peaceful conference at the NPP Presidential Conference as they gear up for its delegates conference to elect a flag bearer for the NPP for the 2024 elections. Earlier we heard from the IGP and the EC all asking for cooperation to be able to deliver a good job. Currently there's a General Secretary of the NPP making his remarks. Let's take you back there.
That day, it does not matter whether the person is in government, whether the person is a national chairman or general secretary. All of us are going to follow the dictates as indicated by the Electoral Commission and the Ghana Police Service. On 26th of August, the respective institution, the Ghana Police Service and the Electoral Commission, did a woman's job. And we are looking forward to even better what happened on August 26th. I must admit that there were certain bit of infractions on 26th of August. And we are hoping that come November 4th, these things will not happen. So Mr. IGP and your team, we have absolute support of the party. On that day, look at it without fear or favor and act and do your work as you professionally always do. You have our full support of the party and the Electoral Commission likewise. Thank you very much, and we are wishing for a successful day.